Hello and welcome to Outside In. My name is Steven, and today, well, guess what? We're not in the studio. After I started getting some work done, I was like, wait a minute, I could create a video because I ran into a situation. And guess what? On the driver's side. Isn't that the way it always happens? If you're going to have one of your jets to get clogged, it's going to be on the driver's side. I went on Amazon and I found a replacement kit, a generic off-brand that had a lot of good reviews, so I decided to get it. Since I already got some of it out, I'm going to go around and show you what I did to get it out, and actually it's quite simple. Okay, now right here where the windshield wiper is, let me show you the windshield wiper. These right here, and this is the way it is on the truck, and I was just pulling around and seeing if I could get something to loose, and this popped up and revealed a nut, and I was like, oh no. Okay, so that's how you do it. So what it took to get it off was a, if you can see that, 15 millimeter socket to get the 15 millimeter nut off our windshield wiper. As you can see here, not just the top, but it curls around and goes down here, and the little plug comes out right here on this one and right here on passenger side. What else I found interesting, this is a driver's side cowl, and right there is the windshield washer jet, and then it's right here is where it is. But here on this, you just pinch right up here, and it should, you pinch it and push it out, and there it is. It pops out right there. If you can see, I hope that's focusing. Right there in the center of that, you can see the little jet hole. Now a lot of times what happens is these get clogged, okay, and that's what happens. Now the kit that I ordered, guess what? It comes with two jets, one there, one there, and it comes with some T's, and I don't see a Y, but then it comes with a couple unions as well. It comes with new hose as well, and that's it. Now here is the thing that actually I found interesting on this truck. It has the windshield washer jet on the driver's side. One is the passenger side, and it has this seal. Now I didn't pull it all the way off, but you can pull it all the way off. It might make it a little simpler, but I just left this part of it on the passenger side and just pulled it off enough to where I could get this off. Also, where these two meet, there's a little dimple, or I guess, I don't know, dimple, whatever you want to call that thing right there in the center. And this piece here on the driver's side just connects, snaps down into that. So you might want to finagle it a little bit to pop it off when you're taking it off. Now this is the passenger side. Well, look what I found that is interesting on the passenger side. Here is the jet and the hose. This hose here, you just wiggle it back and forth. You would just want to be careful that you don't rip this. So just wiggle it back and forth and pull until it pops off. Is it going to pop off? And yeah, so okay, there we go. And then same thing, you just take this jet and pinch it up here and push it through and pull it out, and right there it is. But guess what? There's not just two. Look what I found. There's three jets on this, and I never knew that. The whole time I've owned this truck, I've never had three jets of water. So this has been clogged up the whole time I've owned it for 5 years. Okay, let's see if we can get this one out and just finagle with it. Been on there a while. Same thing as the driver side and the passenger side. You just go up here and you pinch these little two pieces together and then push it out. Okay, and there's the third one. So there's three on this Expedition 2007. Okay, there is the hose right there for the washer. See if anything come out. So, I hope you saw that, which I'm sure you did. Okay, so the pump is still good. Make sure you be careful when you first take this out, the cowl, because see, just like over on the passenger side, this side also has one of these little clips, plastic clips, that go in this rectangular hole. And when you're pulling the cowl out, just keep in mind that that is holding the cowl in. And you can't see it obviously because it's underneath. So just kind of like work it and it'll pop out. Let's see if I can get one of the jets clean enough so I can put it back in the center one. It's hard for me to see the screen, but I'll just be working. You can see me working right here. I got my ladder because my truck is so tall. See me? Now if the hood is shut, it about comes up to my shoulder. So you're thinking, wow, either that's a really tall truck or you're a really short dude. It's the latter. I'm a short dude. Little tool that I just purchased for this very purpose, so hopefully, let me show you that one. I found this. It's for cleaning out tiny orifices, I guess if that's the right term to use, for like a welder to clear out the tips or something. Anyway, it opens up and you get all of these little different size pokey thingies, and they are so awesome. It looks like it even has a nail file. So if you're, you get bored on the job you're doing, you can just take some time and file your nails. Oh, look at my nails. They look so nice now. And Jim is like, okay, Steve, get serious. I'm like, all right, sorry. Okay. But I'm going to see if one of these, well, maybe, oh, looky there. I think I can see. Oh, no, that was water. If I can clear this one of these holes out so I can use it for the center, I don't know. It's going to be tough to try to do this on video. Now, the biggest one is too big. Try one of the smaller ones. You know what? It might help if I might be able to use like WD-40. Okay, that went in, but did it? Nope, still can't blow. Ooh, it feels mushy up there. Yeah, there's something up in there, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it or not. But wow, yeah. And see, this don't come apart. Oh man, well, wonder if I could get my WD-40. Now I don't want to spray this too close to the camera because I don't want to get. Wow, that almost hit me right in the mouth. Uh-oh, there's a little something coming through. Ooh, and some junk came out on my finger, so I guess that'll work. See, take one of these little WD-40, stick the needle in there. So a little piece of gunk came out on my finger when I did this, so something's trying to come through. Come on, come on. I don't know. I have a little bit of air left in my canned air, so I'm going to see if I can blow backwards through this with it instead of using my mouth. But it doesn't look like it's going to work. Oh, that sucks. I wonder why that replacement kit, because it was for a 2007 Expedition, so I wonder why it didn't come with 3. Okay, look, okay. Now it's starting to come out the other end, so that means I hope I haven't flicked any oil on the lens there. That would not be good. All right, let me just work with this. You know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna work with this a little bit more. Well, I mean, it is better, but there's still stuff in there and I can't get it out. See, and the package also comes with these little pipe cleaner things. I don't know if that'll help me or not, but I'll see if maybe I can turn it as I'm putting it up in there and maybe it'll grab whatever is left and pull it out. No, nothing. I'm probably just gonna pack it back up in there again. But I am able to blow through it a little bit more. All right, I'll just let that soak while I finish this. I don't have a camera person, so you still got to admit it's better than me trying to hand hold it. Uh-oh, I felt a raindrop. Don't rain, please don't rain. Now this kit that I ordered did not come with any Ys, which is why. Why didn't it come with Ys? Here, there is a Y to Y up to the passenger side, and this Y goes up to the center one. This just goes right into the driver's side. All right, I guess I can check. Well, no, yeah, that's weird. It didn't come in any Ys. Okay, so this is what I can say then. This is a 2007 Ford Expedition XLT, four-wheel drive. This is how it looks. This is where it plugs in for the pump under the hood. This is a Y that goes up to the passenger side, and then it comes over here and it Ys off again to go to the center nozzle, and then it comes over here to the end to plug into the driver's side. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you order a kit. If you can find one that actually has Ys instead of T's, because I know Ys will act differently than T's will. So when you find a kit, make sure it has 2 Ys for the passenger side, the center, and then 2 unions. There will be a union for the driver's side in, so this can go onto it, and there will be another union that is on that hose over there that plugs into this. But for some reason this kit came with T's instead of Ys. And every video that I've watched, even if it was a car, they always seem to have a Y. So there must be something to Ys. So I think I'm going to trust the Y over the T. And these Ys look really good, so I think why not just keep the Ys? I mean, why not? Somebody would say, why? Is that a good question? I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure why someone would ask why there would only be T's when most vehicles have Ys. Okay, all right. Okay, you know what? I mean, I don't know if I should do this or not. I mean, the hose seems good. This new hose seems a little, this new hose seems a little bit on the cheesy side. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just gonna hold on to this hose. You know what? Maybe it might be better to get an OEM replacement kit. Yeah, this hose is a little too flexible to me. These are older, but the rubber looks really good. It feels really good, but it feels a lot more stout, like it should be. This just seems a little too mushy, if that's the right terminology for a mechanic. What do you mechanics think? The customer says, well, how did my hoses look? I don't know, they looked a little mushy to me. Is that like a mechanic thing to say, or is that somebody like me that just fools around a little bit once in a while? It's mushy. It's mushy. All right, so I think I'm just going to stick with the originals. Like I said, it all looks really good. I'm just going to stick this back on. Now, I see a lot of these videos where they're taking these off, and it's while they're trying to get it off, it just breaks apart. But these are really taking up some punishment for me pulling these off and putting them back on. So these are in good shape. Yeah, there's no need to really replace these unless they're broken. Just, mess with them a little bit to see if they crack or pull apart. But yeah, I mean, yeah, these look really good. So I think I'm just going to leave it alone. There's an old saying. I believe a mechanic would agree with me on this one too. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think if it ain't broke, I'm not going to fix these. I think I'm just going to replace the water jets. But I guess what you do want to do first though is just clog these holes up with your fingers, if I can. I don't know if I can do that or not. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to do that. Well, no, I guess I could do it this way. Nope, no holes. If you can be ambidextrous, is that the right word? I don't even know if that's the right word. But if you can kind of plug all these holes up and then blow through the other end, that's a good way to test and see if your hoses are cracked anywhere. But now, I think my face was turning red, so the hoses doesn't seem to be cracked. They all appear to be in pretty decent shape. So I think, yeah, it ain't broke. So I ain't gonna fix it. Now I know there's gonna be some teachers probably watching this that drives a 2007 Ford Expedition, and I'm sorry that I said ain't, so I promise I ain't gonna say ain't again. So if it isn't broke, no need to fix it. All right, so first things first, let me bring you over here and we will start to put this back together. All right, this is what comes out of the pump on the washer. Now this just pops in, there we go, for the passenger side, and then this is going to go up and plug into here. Okay, this end of the hose comes out of this little hole right here. Then it continues down the line to the center, and that's where the other jet goes, in the center. The center one goes right here towards the end of the cowl, and then take the second hose on your line here and then plug it in to that jet. And then remember, it clips down into this, set it in here, and this piece right here goes up underneath. I mean, it's easy to figure out. The best way I can see right now, the best way to do this is going to be to go ahead and take this plastic piece off of that. Oh, this one's broke on this side. But anyway, if yours is not broke, just clip it back inside the cowl, okay? And then that way you're easier to get it into the hole or where it needs to be. Now, me being so little, that's why I bought this ladder, so I could climb up here. I love this truck, but I am very little, and it's hard for me to get up in here and do any work because the truck is tall and I'm short. Okay, now this one's not broke over here, so we'll take it out and pop it in over there. Then the other new jet, I will just go ahead and snap into here. And then the hose, L piece on there, back on there. Push the hose up in on it. This little tab here goes up underneath, and then get the hose underneath the cowl. Just finesse it, it'll go in. And then that snap down in there. Let me climb back up here again. Apart. Then snap this side back in. Unfortunately, two of my clips are broke. See if I can buy some clips to put in there because it's not holding it down the way it should, but it'll have to do. And then just put the seal back on and plug the washer back in again. And now since I don't have windshield wipers on yet, this is a good time to check to make sure everything's working before we put the windshield wipers back on. Okay, so let me go in and see if we get any water on the windshield. We got water. Now that's the first time in 5 years that I've owned this truck that I had water in the center. That's cool. So now I'm getting water all over the windshields. Yeah, this one was off. So let me try that again. You'll just have to keep working with these. So you just got to keep adjusting until it hits the windshield, right? Just make sure when you put the blade back on that you're putting it on in the down position. So after I get these on, I got to test to make sure when they come down they're not slapping against. So I may have to adjust this. Put the plastic clip on this side and it goes. Let me bring you in close so you can see that. Okay, right there is where this plastic clip goes. And snap it in there and then do the same for the other side. And then you should be good. And I'll just let you sit here and watch me finish up. The other clip goes on this side. Push it in. I'll get my ratchet out of the way first. You know what? Let me go get the other wiper. Alright, now I'm going to have to crawl up on the truck again because I'm too short. That should be it there. Alright, nothing else under here that's going to get... The cool thing about these is that, unlike the factory ones, you can turn the head this way, you can move it this way, and this way. So there's a lot of adjustment on it. It's just trying to get it just right. It's kind of nutty. It might be better to have a second person and then tell them how to adjust it. And then while you're inside, you can see where it needs to be turned and you can have the person turn it a little bit. But it doesn't take much either. You just barely touch it and it seems to go too far. So it might take a little finicking around to get it just right. Or you could just buy the OEM ones and be done with it because they're set from factory to hit the windshield just right. But it's awesome to have that center one because I didn't even know that existed till today. So was able to get that cleared out and still use the center one with the outer two new ones. So pretty awesome. All right, so that's it then. I hope you got something out of this video. Thank you God for this beautiful day to be able to do this. There's one more project that I'm getting ready to do, and that's going to be on hopefully the next video. So until then, take care of yourself, take care of each other, find somebody that needs a reason to go on, give them that reason. God bless us everyone, and I will see you in the next one.